Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Soul Horizons Tarot. I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing a love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Sorry that it's not that bright this time. My light didn't charge. I don't know if it wasn't properly plugged in or what, but yeah, we're doing a soulmate reading. You can call it whatever you want. Long-term partner, though. It's basically your next significant long-term romantic partner. Keep in mind this is a general reading or collective. Therefore, not all the messages may apply. If it doesn't sound familiar, if it does not fit your situation, then it is not your story. But keep in mind, for some of you, you may already be with your soulmate. This could be someone you have never met, this could be someone you have met but never connected with, or this could be someone that you have connected with but are separated. So this is just your next long-term significant. And of course it is collective, so just keep an open mind that this message, this person is not for every person that views this video. Otherwise, we're going to get you started. Normally I would shuffle these out on camera, but it has been taking me a long time, average about 1 hour 40 minutes. So we're going to try to shorten that a little bit by placing your cards. Alright, so who is your person? We're starting out there with the Emperor and the Nine of Cups. Who is Aquarius's person? Who is this person? This next long-term significant romantic partner or soulmate for the sign of Aquarius. For Aquarius. That can be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You could even be here as a cross-watcher. Tell me about the Emperor and the Nine of Cups for who is this long-term, this next soulmate for Aquarius. Please like, share, subscribe, and or leave a comment if this does resonate with you. Or if you just enjoy this and want to see future content. Give me one more with the Emperor and the Nine of Cups, please. One more with the Emperor and the Nine of Cups for Aquarius's next long-term significant soulmate. Alright. 1, 2, and 3. So this one flipped out very weakly, very weak. We have Aries energy, we have Virgo. Now keep in mind the signs and or genders on the card may not, it's more about the energy than the sign or the gender. So, but you could be dealing with an Aries or a Virgo. We also have the Hangman. Sorry, it's a little loud. Which is Pisces energy. And that's pretty funny that we have Pisces showing up here with the 2 fish in the Nine of Cups, 2 goldfish. So, your person could actually be someone a little bit older. Maybe older than you, or just, we're talking about a more mature, experienced person. Man or female, but this is coming off pretty masculine so far. But what I see with the Emperor and the Nine of Cups, first off, is someone that just knows what they want, knows what they like, already has a clear understanding of what makes them happy, what they find pleasure in. I'm going to clarify all these, but I get this kind of calm, cool, collected type of person. Some of you may already be with this person or not be with them, but some of you may know this person previously, because the Hangman and Hermit showing up here could indicate that this is someone that you have disconnected with, and the two of you are not communicating or have not communicated for a while. But this feels like somebody with Hermit coming out and Emperor. These are both usually older males, experienced, worldly. They've been through a lot, experienced a lot, and they just have accumulated a lot of knowledge and, life. So tell me about this Nine of Cups. I get an Emperor who's more patient than the Emperor normally would give me. Like biding their time kind of person. Tell me about that Nine of Cups for this person. Matter of fact, no. Tell me about that Nine of Cups for Aquarius's soulmate, who this person is. Yeah. With the Two of Pentacles showing up here, I'm going to clarify, but this could be somebody that goes back and forth on what they want. They're indecisive. They're two-minded. They're constantly changing on a day-to-day basis. But that's not the energy I'm getting from this. I'm getting the energy of somebody who's trial and error. They figured it out. They know now. They've already been through their Two of Pentacles, and they have figured out what they want to prioritize. Tell me about that Emperor. Tell me about the Emperor here, for who this person, who Aquarius' person is. Clarify that Emperor. The Emperor as a person would be someone who is very possibly successful. Maybe they have their own business, or they have a high position, or they have some kind of authority over others. But also very just, you could say stubborn in their ways. But I think this just comes down to, like I said, knowing what they want. They've got a very clear idea or vision about what they want. Now we do have the Six of Wands. Showing up here. So maybe they do have a bit of an ego, but I'm not getting the feeling of somebody who's like a showboat, who likes to, turn up. It's like, it feels like a quieter confidence, but this could be a Leo as well. It's a Leo energy there with the Six of Wands. Possibly, hard worker maybe. Tell me about the Hangman. Yeah, they've had time to figure themselves out. Their likes, their dislikes, what is attractive to them, what they are inspired by, what they are drawn to. I just get this strong impression of somebody, and maybe they are, a little bit assertive, ego assertive. Maybe they do come off, very confident, sometimes a little cocky, but I'm not getting that yet. Even though the Emperor and the Six of Wands could normally, it's this kind of quiet energy over here that's making me kind of doubt this person or see this person as someone who's just belligerent, obnoxious. Tell me about the Hermit. Tell me about that Hermit, please. Tell me about the Hermit for Aquarius' person. Who is this with the Hermit? Clarify that, please. Yeah, my first impression of that Emperor and Nine of Cups is just someone that really has a strong inclination towards... We had the Star come out. That's Aquarius. It did try to come out in the reverse, but it landed in the challenge position. So I think that this person has overcome a lot in their life, but they haven't completely lost hope, faith. They're just looking for someone or something to restore it. It's not like they, you know, they've given up all hope. They haven't. But they're waiting for something that really strikes their fancy, that really moves them. That, what is it that people say, my faith in humanity has been restored. This is like this is someone that's looking for someone to restore their faith in something. Maybe it's love, because we do have that Knight of Cups. That can be more water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. But yeah, my strongest, I mean, some of you could be dealing with somebody that does have a little hot under the collar, a little bit, you know, cocky, but my stronger impression is that this person just, they've overcome a lot to get to where they are, and they know their power, so it's not a question, and it's not something that they have to convince other people of. Tell me one more about that Emperor, please. Tell me one more about that Emperor. Give me one more about this Emperor before we move on to the other. Okay, Page of Wands. Okay, so yeah, this person is very passionate, very fiery, very determined, possibly very ambitious. With the Page of Wands, okay, maybe they do have somewhat of a playful, less serious side. It's like they know when to switch it off, though. And under the right circumstances, they know who they need to be in the right situations, if that makes sense. Like, they can be playful, they can be flirtatious, they can be curious or adventurous, spontaneous, but when push comes to shove, this person knows how to switch that off and be also softer, gentler, more receptive, or on the other side of that, more expressive. I do get very masculine energy there, so I do think it's more yang than it is yin. We're going to pull a couple of these cards. 3. Tell me about this person. Tell me about Aquarius' person. I'm going to look at it, but I'm not keeping it. Doesn't feel right. Broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. So yeah, for some of you, this may be a relationship that you've already, a person that you already know. For some of you. I did get that with these cards. Like, this is somebody that you have lost communication or lost contact with. But this is a more quiet, introspective, somebody that's gained a lot of wisdom through experience energy. They can look at both sides of a situation. Tell me about this person. There we go. That feels better. Alright, Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. This person has overcome a lot, and because of that, it's kind of changed them. So if those of you that do know this person, I think they have gone through like a metamorphosis, where through trial and error, remember I said that, through trial and error, that this person has really found what they truly want. It's not a question anymore. It's not something that they need to search or seek out. They know what they want. It's just a matter of finding it. And I do, like I said, things will not always be this way. I feel like this person still has hope. They're just waiting for someone or something to show them. Yeah, okay. Tell me more about this Aquarius' next person. And again, for some of you, you may already be with this person. Tell me more about Aquarius's person. Tell me more. Oh, maybe I do need to switch it up. There we go. We have desk. Pay attention to your work. Yeah, so this is somebody that takes work very seriously, or they take their position very seriously. They got, you know, they might not be, you know, the owner of a business or a CEO or anything, but whatever they do, they put all their effort in. So very, very reliable, consistent kind of energy here. Whatever they put their mind on, that is what they attain. I don't think this person takes no very easily, like, or they would rise to the challenge. They wouldn't just cave or give up easily. This person may also be very perceptive. They may be very detail oriented. Maybe something about their work requires them to pay attention to details. Let me check something real quick, because for some reason I have this weird feeling that I didn't zoom this in. Oh, I guess I did. Let's see, that's not a problem this person would have. They think they would lock those things in before they started. Alright, switch it up. Tell me one more about this person with the desk and the caterpillar. Tell me one more. With desk and caterpillar, for who this person is for Aquarius. Who is this next significant long-term romantic soulmate? Who is this person, okay? And table. We have another card here. Two cards about a stable surface. Hard work ahead. So yeah, this person is not afraid to get their hands dirty. They're not afraid to work hard. They're not afraid to face and overcome challenges or obstacles that are thrown in their way. So I just get this very steady, unrelenting, or relentless, I feel like that's a better word, relentless kind of person. This is not someone who breaks under pressure. They may even thrive under pressure. It's interesting to me that these two cards are both of things that are built to last. Sturdy, steady. But they could work behind a desk. They could have like a very a good position within something to do with maybe paying attention to details. That's an aspect of the hangman too, to see things from all different sides. So nothing's coming to mind as far as like careers where you would have to see all the details. But, I mean, with the Hermit there and the star, they could be a therapist or a healer or a guide or a counselor of some kind. That's not the first time the Hermit's popped up. He's showing up here as well. But if your person is not older, they behave as if they're grown. That's everything. Like, not just mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, they are grown. But I also think they do have a fun side. Since that Six of Wands and the Page of Wands showed up, they are very passionate. Alright, moving on to what is their current energy situation. What's going on with them presently? So tell me one more with the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight and Ten of Pentacles. We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. One more with the Knight and Ten of Pentacles, please, for this person's current energy situation. Aquarius's person's current energy situation. One more. Slow and steady progress, it looks like, towards financial stability, security, possibly building the framework of a home or a family. Tell me about the Knight and Ten of Pentacles. Tell me one more. I don't like the way that flipped out. Okay, that's better. Thank you. So, very passionate. Whatever they're doing with a lot of passion. We do have the two fire signs here. We have Knight and Page of Wands. So there is something that they are after here. Maybe they're going through a bit of stagnancy here, where they're having to kind of take their time, evaluate, reevaluate, assess. We did have the pay attention to your work card come out, so they may be, again, going over fine details. But there's something that they're moving towards, that they're motivated or inspired by or towards, I guess. They may be in a competitive market as well, or I want to see what that Ten of Pentacles is about, because that can talk about maybe they have a family, kids to take care of, but maybe they're just wanting to build that Ten of Pentacles so that they can have a family. So I think this person, again, is someone that is ready for something solid, committed, stable, long-term. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles. They may be looking for a better position within their work and working hard towards that. Tell me about that Knight of Pentacles, please. I don't know why I said Knight, but look what just almost flipped out, or flipped over. That Ten of Pentacles, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles for this person's current energy situation. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles, please. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, some of them are working towards a home, like owning a home, building a home, creating a home, a homey environment. I feel like this is something they've been working towards for a while. This isn't like just a spur of the moment thing. Some of them have been slowly, steadily saving up money, resources, assets. Tell me about that Knight of Pentacles for their current energy situation. Tell me about... This is putting in a lot of work and waiting for your ships to come in. So for some of them, again, they may be looking for a promotion, or waiting for a promotion, waiting for a better position, maybe a better career choice. Tell me about that Knight of Pentacles. Clarify that Knight of Pentacles, please. 1, 2, and 3. 6 of Swords. Okay, some of them may travel for work, or be thinking about moving, traveling to a new place of work. maybe to a different town, city, possibly even country. I think they're very excited about this. Like they're moving on. But this, with the Knight of Pentacles, this is not somebody who does something impulsively without thinking about long term. This is somebody who does think long term. So this is a decision that wasn't made with haste, something well thought out. And possibly they've been thinking about or waiting for a long time. Tell me about the Knight and the Page of Wands for their current energy situation. I think this is just their energy, their excitement about it. Tell me about that Knight and Page of Wands, please, for this person's current energy. 1, 2, 3. Chariot, yeah. For some of them, they are traveling, or they are moving, or they are progressing, or they're in the process of waiting for, you know, the paperwork to go through, or the confirmation, or the green light. We have 3 cards here, well, more than 3, but really these across the board are all about possible long distance, or, you know, over the water. As far as signs, we have Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer. Alright, so let's look at a little bit more. Tell me about this person's current energy situation. Tell me about Aquarius's person's current energy and situation. What's going on for this person? Alright. Oh, of course. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. So yeah, your person is looking for opportunity. But again, I don't think they're just jumping jobs willy-nilly. I think they put a lot of thought into this as possibly something that they've been, like I said, working towards for a long time. We have Tortoise, which came out, and I didn't take it. I was going to keep shuffling, but that works perfectly with the Knight of Pentacles because he is the slowest knight. He's the one that's the steadiest, you know, very reliable. If he makes a promise, he will deliver. And it says slowly but surely getting ahead. So that's what this person is doing. They're trying to get ahead. They are trying to carve a path ahead, especially when it comes to financial prosperity. Tell me one more. Give me one more for this person's... Okay. Yeah. They're still living life and enjoying it, and that matches with the Knight and the Page of Wands. These are energies that like to have fun, that like to enjoy life, that like to be silly and spontaneous. They can be very funny. They can kind of be the life of the party. But again, this person also knows when to switch that off. So we're getting confirmation cards here. This is tankard, celebration, fun, and enjoyment. So they also want to create this Ten of Pentacles, which is financial completion, financial success, so that they can kick back and celebrate life and enjoy life instead of, you know, always worrying about bills and debts and this and that. They want to get to a position or a point where they can enjoy. But I also feel like they don't take life too seriously, or maybe they don't take themselves too seriously. It's all in fun. But, you know, it's after the work is done, though. Like, I'm getting someone that is very responsible. This is not a person that will stay up, party all night, come home late, and then not, you know, wake up in time to go to work the next day. They're very responsible. They're very trustworthy. And I think that's why they're in the Emperor status. If they're not the owner of a business, or they don't have some kind of authority over others, then they are like a close second. And I think they're working towards getting that position. So, your first impression of this person. What is Aquarius's first impression of this person? When you meet them, what is your first impression? Tell me about the World and the Queen. Okay. So, we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We also have Capricorn energy, but also the fixed signs, so Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Strong Taurus here, does not have to be. Or strong Capricorn, actually, too. Because the Queen of Coins, or Pentacles, is Capricorn energy to me. Anyway, with the Queen of Pentacles, you could kind of pick up on this Emperor, somebody that takes care of, you know, they have their shit together, they have their life in order, they're responsible, they're reliable, consistent. With the World, you may see them as worldly, or very cultured, or very they're well-rounded with the World. They've experienced a lot and they show it. Maybe they have a little bit of knowledge about a lot of things, or they have an expertise in which they're very good at. But the World can also talk about difference in age, difference in culture, in childhood, how you were raised. So there could be, maybe you guys are not the same ethnicity, or maybe your background is completely different. The Queen of Cups, you might feel that this person is very nurturing, very kind, very soft-spoken, very gentle, possibly even romantic, very sweet. But let's look. Tell me about that Queen of Pentacles for Aquarius's first impression of this person. What is Aquarius's first? And you might see them as a good parent if they do have children, or good parent material. Someone that you could see yourself. Maybe that's not like your first impression, but this is someone that you would take seriously. You wouldn't write off because they're irresponsible, or... Tell me about that Queen. 1. Okay. 2. Maybe you see this person as very good with kids. Kids and or animals. Something about that. I don't know how that would be a first impression unless they are around children or animals when you first meet. Maybe you meet them when they're with their children. Let's look at the World. Tell me about the World. What is the World here for Aquarius's first impression? The World can also mean like they're very different from what you would normally go for, possibly. Okay, we have the Fool, that's Pisces energy. Also Aquarius, well, Aquarius energy, but Pisces and Aries for me as well. The Fool, like, not afraid to enjoy life, not afraid to experience new things. Very open-minded, very keen on just enjoying, having fun, you know, again, not taking themselves or anything too seriously. I see this, like, there's something that's kind of interesting about this person. Maybe they dress very interesting. They dress very, like, flamboyant or strange. Maybe they're a bit of an oddball, but in an endearing way. Tell me about that Queen of Cups. But yeah, someone that's just hungry for life. Maybe they like to travel or have traveled a lot. Okay. 10 of Wands. Okay, maybe you admire something about what this person has overcome, but with the Queen of Cups there, the fact that they've still retained a good heart. Like, maybe you see them, you meet them at work, and the way they carry themselves, the way they carry, not burdens, but responsibilities, duties, and obligations. They do it in a way that's not like, they just meet it, you know, full force. They meet it. They don't shy away, they don't buckle, they don't break. Tell me about Aquarius's first impression. Tell me more about Aquarius's first impression of this person. Their next long-term, okay, older woman. Okay, for some of you, you may be a man watching this. And that would make sense with the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know why she's coming out. I'll keep her for now over to the side, but that's kind of a... Some of you, I guess, could be males, and you meet someone when you're a little older, or maybe she's older than you. Maybe so. Okay, maybe some of you. This person seems like a mama's boy. Okay, so we have July. So some of you may meet in July. We also have Sun. Happiness and well-being. I'm going to keep older woman. The Queen of Pentacles is usually seen as a mature woman. Any of the queens or kings are mature, meaning they're not immature. They're not childish. They're not inexperienced or naive or gullible. And then we have happiness and well-being, so that matches with the Fool card. So they're very maybe outgoing or positive. The gender doesn't matter, so you could see this as a mature man. Tell me one, just someone that's mature, steady. Okay, tell me one more with the Sun and the older woman. Maybe this person takes care of their mother. That's something you admire. Alright, and then Eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. What did I say? You admire the way they meet challenges, the way they take on responsibilities. Yeah, so for some of you, you might find out that this person takes care of their mom or an older relative or somebody. Maybe that's their work. Maybe they work with you know, people in a nursing home or retirement centers or VA. But yeah, triumph over troubles and obstacles. So that's interesting that we're matching it up. And again, for some of you, July may be significant time frame to when you meet this person. July is Cancer season. Tell me about the Hermit. This is what attracts you. Initial attraction to this person. Not yet. What is... We have the Hermit and the Two of Cups here so far. Hermit is Virgo. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm going to have to speed it up a little bit here. Tell me one more with the Hermit and the Two of Cups for Aquarius's initial attraction. What about this person attracts Aquarius to them? Tell me one more with the Hermit and the Two of Cups, please. Something about their gentle nature. Like again, not to make this person seem like they're a pushover or it's like the strong silent type, because they know when to take control. They know when to boss up. But the way they interact with others may be very gentle. There's something comforting about this person, especially, and we got, you know, this older, more mature, more experienced person here showing up with the Hermit. Somebody that has possibly been through something or several situations that not everyone would come out shining at the end of it. This is, you know, somebody that travels, guides others, and they've been through the dark. So that's how they can guide others through the dark. With the Two of Cups, this is somebody that you kind of see as an equal, especially when it comes to emotional output. Like somebody that can meet you at the same level, or the same frequency, or the same vibration. Somebody that just you click with on a... It's not super deep level, but just immediate. You immediately feel drawn or connected to this person. I think there is attraction here. Instant attraction with that Eight of Wands. Immediately gravitate towards this person. And I kind of feel like it's because of this lantern that they're holding. There's something that they know. Their base of knowledge. Maybe they just have very interesting insights that appeal to you, that interest you. Tell me about this Two of Cups. You're attracted to this person's heart, their soul. With the Hermit, that's kind of like soul, spirit, gentleness, maybe even their quiet. The quiet approach, their quiet and almost like very respectful approach. The way they carry themselves, the way they hold themselves. Tell me about this Two of Cups now. Clarify this Two of Cups for Aquarius's initial attraction to, okay? Yeah, immediately you are attracted. You are intrigued by this person with the Knight of Wands. And there is physical attraction here as well. And that is towards, what? Could be dealing with a Taurus since I said it, but Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Sag does not have to be. But immediately you feel drawn to this person. It's instinctual almost. But also there could be an immediate physical attraction as well. You could be younger than this person. Tell me about the Hermit. Tell me about the Hermit for Aquarius's initial attraction to this person. I feel like I keep thinking about that, but now with the Knight of Wands, it makes me even think more. So, like, drawn to them like a moth to the flame. There's an undeniable draw. Tell me about the Hermit, though. Tell me about, okay. Justice. Leo why am I saying all the wrong signs? Libra energy. Yeah, their fair and balanced approach to things. The way their perspective is not too far one side or the other one. They might have a very centered mindset. They're very fair. There's something about that Hermit, though, that's making me think, like, they talk maybe very casually, like they come across very casual, but very respectful. But there's also a lot of power in what they say, or just in their presence. Like, we don't see the Emperor here or here. We see it as who they are. They are the Emperor. And again, that's what I got initially from, it's not showmanship. It's not loud. It's not abrasive. It's not, overcompensating. It's just this demeanor of, I could be that, but I choose to approach as a very respectful person. Like, this isn't somebody that you would ever see, disrespecting a waiter or waitress, or talking down to somebody in a position lower than theirs. It's like they look at everyone the same. They treat everyone the same. Good grief, look at this. These two popped out, the Page of Cups on the bottom. So something about the way they express themselves is also very attractive. The Page, the Knight, and the Queen of Cups. Something about them speaks to your soul, your spirit. Tell me about that Eight of Wands. Tell me about that Eight of Wands for Aquarius's initial attraction to this person. Tell me about that Eight of Wands. They may be very soft-spoken, but I think that's just, it's not a ruse as much as it is, maybe it's just how they are. King of Cups on the bottom again. Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm getting this strong energy of somebody who you can tell there's a lot of energy there. There's a magnetizing kind of, like, you can't help but notice this person. And it's not because of the way they're acting. It's just, you can't quite put your finger on it. But there's something about the way that they hold themselves. Like, maybe they're like, okay, just as an example, they're very, very tall. And it could be intimidating, but the way they approach, their approach is very comforting. It's very calming. It's very soothing. And so, like, you could be like 4 foot even, and they're like 6'10", and normally with people of that size you might feel like really small and possibly weak or vulnerable, but with this person you just feel like they're looking straight through you. There's a hidden power there that they purposefully, like, they do it to make others feel comfortable. But you know that there's power behind them. I hope I make it. No? Okay. Tell me more. Give me 3 cards, one at a time, for Aquarius's initial attraction to this person. It's like they hold themselves back, they restrain themselves in the right way. Alright, Dagger. Fear, worries, tense situations. Okay. Not sure where that's going. Tell me more. Maybe that's like your immediate thing is to be kind of fearful, because maybe they have like resting bitch face, or they're like very intimidating, and maybe they're like a bodybuilder or something. I don't know. Tell me more about Aquarius's initial attraction to this person. Okay. Look at that. That goes really well with the Hermit candle. You will be shown the way. So, like I said, the Hermit is a guide. He guides others. The lantern is, you know, his insight, his wisdom, gained through experience of his own travels through the dark night of the soul. But he leads others as well. So you will be shown the way. So someone who could potentially like hold people in a trance. Maybe it's their voice. Maybe it's their presence. Maybe it's in how they say things. I'm not really sure what that dagger's about. Maybe they kind of, I don't know, maybe you met them in a situation where things did get really tense and they calmed it down. Or you saw them in a tense situation and the way they handled it. Okay, we have Club. I'm not taking this one though. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Maybe they protect you from something, or maybe they're very persistent. We got June showing up. June, July. Tell me one more with the candle and the dagger for Aquarius's initial attraction to this person. Scissors, disappointment in some affair. I don't know how to interpret. One second. Let me look this up, see if it gives me any other information. What we got? Dagger. Okay, fear, worries, tense situations. This card forewarns the querist of a period filled with fears and worries and tense situations. Oh. Check connecting cards to see if they reveal the nature of the tense situation. So maybe this person guides you through some kind of situation, some kind of disappointing situation, and they're there to help. They offer you assistance or advice. And this is what attracts you about this person, is like they didn't just overlook you. They took you seriously. They took you into consideration. And then scissors, a pair. Okay. This card signifies that you will be disappointed. However, the card does not reveal whether it will be in business or matters of the heart. So the candle showing up here with the Hermit, maybe you're in a situation where you feel like you're in danger, or you're afraid, or there's just a situation that you're disappointed by, or that didn't pan out well for you, and this person somehow helps you. Maybe even you guys meet when, you know, you're having a fight with an ex or something, and they intervene respectfully, but it kind of simmers the situation down. Maybe it was just like them passing by and they see you, you know, about to get approached by someone that you look very uncomfortable with. And they like pretend to be your boyfriend or something like that. But then again, maybe this person has like a bossy side to them, because they did have the club showing up. It's someone trying to get you to do something against your will. But I don't get that from these cards. The Emperor can be bossy, but that's not the energy of these cards, of your first impression of them. So maybe they helped you out in a situation where you felt invisible or ignored by others, and this person they showed up for you. And that really left a lasting impression here. Tell me about, this is what you like about this person and or the connection you share or will share. Tell me one more with Justice and the Five of Wands. Justice is Libra. Tell me one more with Justice and the Five of Wands for what Aquarius likes about this person and or the connection they share or will share. One more Justice and the Five of Wands, please. It's like they always know what to do and say in situations. No matter how tense the situation gets, how disruptive or distracting. Sometimes the Five of Wands can be like petty bickering, arguments, disagreements, people not working together as a team. You know, too many people trying to speak over one another, like competition, jealousy. But it's in how they handle it that you like. They always seem to know the right thing to say or the right thing to do. For some of you, this person could be like a psychologist, or have something like just a deeper understanding or awareness of people and dealing with this, so they know what to do and what not to do to fix it or to keep it from getting out of hand. So say in arguments or in disagreements, they're very fair. You know, they listen, they actually listen. They don't take, you know, the time just to respond. They actually hear what you're saying, and not just with their ears. They don't get, you know, out of character just because something's being said or something's being done that would be upsetting. Tell me about that Five of Wands for what Aquarius likes about this person. What does that represent? Way too much. like maybe non-reactive. I think this was the card. Yeah, they're the Seven of Pentacles. Like, they don't just say things to say things. They don't try to dismiss or be dismissive. They don't try to just placate the situation. They really take time and consideration to figure out how to solve problems, how to resolve things, instead of just making it go away. They work towards understanding that problem. Like, this comes back to the person that's very detail oriented. Tell me about justice. We have the High Priestess over here. That's Pisces. Cancer energy as well. We did have the moon on the bottom of one deck, and the moon popped out too with all the others, but I put it back, kept this one. Tell me about justice. They're very moderate. Possibly. Tell me about justice for what Aquarius likes about this person and the connection. 1, 2, 3. And a couple come out here. Yeah, they're not reactive, and the way they speak, the way they express themselves, they don't do it without careful consideration of how they come across. Like, they really take the time to figure out the best way to express themselves, or to, you know, talk about it. 5 of Cups. Yeah, they take people into consideration. They empathize, and this is, if this is a man, this isn't to, you know, make him sound like God, I hate the word, but it's so overused and so anyway, it's not to make him seem like a simp, as much as, like, maybe they knew what it was like to be bullied, and so when they see when things are unfair or unequal, they really take that to heart, and they take it upon themselves to try to alleviate it, to try to make it fair, make it right, make it equal. They don't just phone it in. Like, if you tell them, say you're in a connection, a long-term connection with this person, and you tell them that something is hurting you, they don't just say the words, okay, I'll do this, and then they don't follow through. This is a person that actually feels what you're saying and does their best to try to figure out a way to work with you instead of against you. Yeah, I get to the very fair. Tell me about that High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess here for what Aquarius likes, appreciates about this person, and or the connection. Like, so this would be, you feel heard and understood, seen. Tell me about the Queen of, or excuse me, the High Priestess. 1, 2, bottom. Page of Cups. Eight of Swords. Yeah, they always give really good advice too. Even when you see it as a situation where there's no fix, there's no resolution, they always find out a way. And they do it in a way that's not like patronizing or condescending or demeaning in any way. They almost make it seem like it was just a thought, but really they put a lot of time and effort into it so that you don't feel like diminished in any way. I like that energy. Alright. I think for some reason with that Five of Cups, I'm getting this energy of somebody that they know what it is to feel unheard, unseen, misunderstood, ignored, and so they put in their best effort to not make people feel that way. I think they make it a point of that's not a point of interest, but they make it their business to really brainstorm. Tell me about what Aquarius, dang it, what is Aquarius like about, stop. What does Aquarius like about this person and or the connection they share? What does Aquarius like about this connection and, okay. Bag, something important such as a new job or raise. Okay, maybe you like that they're so focused. That's that Seven of Pentacles. And they don't get distracted. There's something that's very comforting and confidence building in a person that treats everything that's important to them the same. So for instance, if you see their work ethic and you see that once they say they're going to do something, they do it. And they do that at work. And they do that with their family. And they do that with their friends. Then you feel more secure in the knowledge that they'll do it for you. Which I do think it's here. So whatever is important to this person, they put a lot of effort, time, energy, and investment into. Tell me more. I'm not keeping it, but it says, far away dog, a distant friend is thinking of you. So again, for some of you that have dealt with this person, and that could be that Five of Cups, you know, maybe they regret how things ended between the two of you, and they're thinking about it. But that doesn't really go with what we're reading here. Tell me more about the bag for Aquarius, what Aquarius likes and appreciates about this person and or the communication, the connection. Thank you. Lobster, financial pinch. Okay, so maybe that's another aspect of it, is when you guys do have any type of financial issues, troubles, they don't give up, they don't throw in the towel, they don't bitch and moan about it too long before they get to work on trying to resolve it. It's not something that they let get out of hand or grow into a bigger problem. They prioritize. They reevaluate. They re-strategize. Tell me about lobster. One more, okay. Carrot, opportunity or windfall. So that kind of goes with this card as well. It's like this is somebody that has to tend a garden carefully. Again, it comes to that approach where if I say I'm going to do it, if I promise something, you can trust me at my word. It's not something that you are going to have to worry about. If I tell you that this is what I'm going to do, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there at this time. I'm going to see this thing through. They don't just wait for things to fall in their lap either. But with bag and carrot both showing up, maybe there was a period, or will be a period of time where there is like a financial strain. But through this person's hard work and effort, you get some kind of windfall. Money, financial. So something about the financial responsibility, resourcefulness of this person may also be something that you really appreciate or like. Maybe they provide you a lifestyle where you don't have to worry, because they take that very seriously. That showed up down here, or rather even in their current energy, that they don't F around and find out. They just do. They don't say, they do. They follow it up with action. Alright, what you struggle with when it comes to this person. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab a blanket. What you struggle with when it comes to this person. So in Sagittarius's reading I called it a dislike, but that felt kind of strange to say that. But we all, have our qualms with people. But this is what you're challenged by when it comes to this person and or the connection. From your perspective, what is it about this person that you struggle with, or the connection? Tell me one more with Judgment and the Queen of Wands. Actually, I'm switching it up. Tell me one more with Judgment and the Queen of Wands, please. Tell me one more with Judgment and the Queen of Wands. One more with Judgment and the Queen of Wands, please, for what Aquarius struggles with when it comes to this person and or the connection. 1, 2, and 3. The Devil. Ruh-roh. Well, let's see where this goes. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have Judgment, Scorpio, and the Devil is Capricorn. Tell me about the Queen of Wands, please. Tell me about the Queen of Wands. What is that? Who or what does that represent? For Aquarius' challenge when it comes to this person and or the connection. Why is the Queen of Wands here? What does that represent? Okay. So the first thing before the Devil came out was that maybe this person is a little too focused. This person gets tunnel vision and sometimes forgets that there's other people or other things going on. They get, and it's not someone that gets distracted. It's hard to get their attention once their attention is set elsewhere. But with the Two of Wands showing up here, this person maybe could struggle with, when they get into that Knight of Pentacles, which is what their current energy, when they get something in their mind, they get a little stuck on the details of how or when they will act on it. So they sit with it for a while before they act. They stand at a crossroads. Maybe it takes them some time to make a choice. But I want to see what this Devil is here, because there could be distance involved here. Maybe the fact that they are so attractive to others is a bother, because they're constantly being tempted. Or maybe there's something to do with, maybe they're a little bit obsessed with, from your perspective, keep this in mind, maybe they're a bit, their libido is higher, possibly, and you have a hard time matching them there. Maybe your sexual comfortability, if that's a phrase, is not at the same level. Like maybe they have certain kinks that you're uncomfortable with, or vice versa. Maybe you have some and they're not comfortable with it. But I get that's more so on their end. So things that they would like to explore with you on that front that you're not comfortable with. But this could also be somebody else. I would really hope not. Tell me about Judgment. Tell me about Judgment. Maybe this is something that you encounter in the early days of your connection and it kind of sticks because it's such a tell for you, like a red flag, is that they are connected to a Queen of Wands individual who is sometimes, she can be a homewrecker, she can be someone that just does things for attention. So there could be another individual. Tell me about Judgment though. Why is Judgment here? What does that represent for the challenges? Aquarius's challenge or struggles towards, okay. Well, give me that. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing this with the Judgment and the Eight of Pentacles as like they have this calling to do a certain thing or to get to a certain position or place in life that sometimes you may feel ignored. You may feel like that is priority over you. You may feel like they put work or finance over you, or their career over you. Or it could be that they work at a distance and it keeps you, the two of you, apart for periods of time. Let me see what the Devil's about. Let me see. What does the Devil here represent? Why is the Devil here? Why is the Devil here? Maybe they get too obsessive with work and details. Maybe that's the thing that kind of pisses you off about this person, is that their attention to detail doesn't stop at work. Like maybe they're a bit OCD about things. And that's the hang up here, is why they get so stuck sometimes, is because everything's not perfect. Maybe they're a bit of a perfectionist. Tell me about the Devil. Clarify the Devil. What does that represent here for the challenges for Aquarius in regards to this person and or the connection? 1. the Four and the Five of Cups. Okay, I'm going to go with what I feel strongest, but keep in mind the other things I said could apply. For some of you, it may be the other way around. Because they're so focused here, and they're so, like, such a perfectionist, they have a tendency to get too involved in that, and then you feel rejected in some way. You feel like they don't accept your love, or they don't want you physically or otherwise because they're busy, you know, here. And so you feel let down. You wonder what you did wrong sometimes. You question your possibly attraction or attractiveness. You question if they still find you attractive. Because when you know, offer yourself, whether physically or emotionally, they're just so lost in here, in perfecting things, into building things, into creating something for the future, that you feel ignored. You feel like they're uninterested or disinterested. And you're afraid. Maybe that makes you feel like there's someone else sometimes. But I really feel with over here, if this is what you like about them, then you could probably tell them, you know, it just takes communication here. But maybe there's a sense of guilt in saying anything because you feel like you would distract them from achieving whatever it is they're working very hard. Like they made this call that they were going to do this before they ever met you. And you being in the picture doesn't change what they're focused on. But for you, it feels sometimes like they don't want you. Or they don't want you as much as they want this. Like you come as a secondary, or you're not priority. Tell me about Aquarius's challenge or struggles when it comes to this person or the connection. And if they do travel for work, this may be part of that. Like you don't get to have those intimate moments that you would want to have because they're gone so much. Alright, Divine, seek out information that will help you. Yeah, maybe you feel like sometimes you have to find out from other sources what's going on or what to do to fix it. Like you don't feel comfortable for whatever reason bringing this to their attention, and so it creates an even bigger void or rift because either they're not around or they're so distracted. This card indicates that there is information that would be of great help to you, but you must seek it out. This information will not be revealed to you without great effort on your part. So, yeah, maybe there's a sense of like you taking on more when it comes to keeping the relationship healthy. That is more on your side. Like you feel like you have to work harder to keep things working cohesively. And this person's just too distracted. Their focus is elsewhere. But it may say that, you know, you're not going to get the clarity that you need unless you actively seek it out, and it's not from online sources, because they're going to, like WebMD, they're going to tell you you have cancer when you have a bump on your thumb. You need to talk to professionals about this. You need to at least attempt to, and maybe even just bring it up to them, but tell me more. Owl. Good advice from a wise person. For some of you, maybe it hurts you that this person goes elsewhere to get advice. But I think that's just more confirmation that if you want to overcome this, you need to seek out somebody that actually knows what they're talking about, and not somebody that just projects or what is that word when you're just, starts with a P, I believe. This is all conjecture. I don't know. The sunrise came out. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Yeah, maybe they're just like really obsessed also with creating this certain ideal future, and because they're working so hard at it, you feel like you're not even a part of it. Tell me more. I need to hurry up. Alright, so this one flipped out clouds, temporary problems. Keep in mind that these are temporary problems, but you might make mountains out of molehills. We got obstacles to overcome. Or maybe that's something you don't like about this person, is every time there's a problem, they attack it as if it's, you know, DEFCON 1, an assault to but yet they don't see you feeling ignored, feeling dismissed. I think this would be a pretty easy fix, and in most, no, I won't say most, in a lot of relationships, the biggest problem is the lack of communication. From one party, from both parties, it doesn't matter. Just talk about it. Alright, moving on, and I don't know if we're going to have enough time because I'm already... Alright, Seven of Swords showing up twice here. I joked with Sagittarius and Libra because they had the Seven of Swords showing up here. You had it as your first pull and your clarifier. So you may really meet this person in jail or prison or a situation. Maybe that's how they help you out. I don't know. Tell me how, where do these two meet? We have 2 7s, so 77, July. So we had June and July come out. It's July 7th. The moon could literally meet at night, in the evening. Seeking out answers. Tell me about that Seven of Swords. For how or where do these two meet, Aquarius and this person? How and where do these two meet? You could literally like bump into this person because you're not watching where you're going, or vice versa. 10 of Wands. Yeah, while you're trying to sort out problems, sort out a problem, you're going through some kind of struggle. I think that's what this is over here. Your first impression is this person helps you out in a situation. This is you trying to master something, or not master, but strategize something, a plan. And this person just happens to be someone that can help you or does help you. Tell me about that other Seven of Swords. Tell me about the other Seven of Swords, please. It feels like a very accidental kind of meeting. Look at that. The Sun. So somebody helps somebody, and I think it's they help you. But maybe it's the other way around. Maybe you help this person with a problem, with an issue, with a challenge. So the Sun illuminates what the Moon hides. Tell me about the Moon. Clarify that Moon. Clarify the Moon, please, for how or where do these two meet? 1, 2, and 3. Oh, this could be like your parole officer or something. 4 of Swords. You could meet them, maybe if they are a counselor or something like that, you meet them in a, what do you call that? Jesus, a rehab center? A clinic of some kind? When, where, how do the two of these, Aquarius and their person, meet? When, where, or how, okay. Wishbone. Wish is granted. Odd card to get there. Tell me about when, where, or how do these two meet? Wishbone. Okay. Fire. Strong emotion, passionate love, or hate. Could be at like a bonfire. One more, please, with fire and wishbone. It says grasshopper, situation in the balance that requires careful handling. So yeah, somebody is in a bind here. They're in a situation, possibly because they were allowing their life to ramble aimlessly. They got into some trouble, and the other person helped them out. I think it's them helping you out, but it could be the other way around. I do feel like it's an accidental meeting. Very unprepared, very anything else? Anything else for how the two of these... That's not the one that flipped. You flipped. Oh, just a man. Okay, so for some of you, yeah, you could meet maybe in like a shelter or something. You had to escape a person. Because I did kind of pick that up with Dagger, with fear, worries, tense situations, and club. Some of you could meet in a club, but I don't feel that at all. I feel like you're dealing with another individual that makes you feel unsafe. Maybe this person is a police officer or somebody that's just at the scene when this other person is harassing you or stalking you or causing you some kind of grief, and the other person steps in, or that they give you advice or something like that. But it's very, what is that word? Impromptu is not the right word, but it means similar, like accidental meeting. Just by chance. There's no way. There's no way I'm going to make it. Long-term, overall potential. What is the potential of this connection between the two of you? What is the potential, long-term potential of this connection between Aquarius and this person, please? Long-term. I think if it is travel, for working and traveling, I think that is something that becomes an issue that does create some disappointment, some grief, some sorrow. It had a lot of potential when it started out, but I think whatever they were trying to achieve here, possibly if they do travel or they're gone a lot, this is the thing that kind of breaks the connection if it's not worked on. There, 2 cards came out here about seeking help, whether that's, you know, relationship counseling or marriage counseling, or just why the 3 of Swords. King of Wands. Yeah, they're always on the move. Aries, Leo, Sag, strong Leo. Got Cancer here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm not going to clarify. I feel like if it's not resolved, if it's not something that you put true, real effort into fixing, this Chariot, as much potential as there is, as much desire as there is, a serious, solid offer here turns into disappointment. And I think it's because of this. The feeling being rejected, abandoned, neglected, and that shows up here in the probable outcome. Probable, not definitive, because we all have free will. Tell me one more with the 5 and the 6 of Pentacles for the probable outcome here between Aquarius and this person. 5 and 6 of Pentacles, please, for the probable outcome here. 1, 2, and 3. Page of Wands came out and it flipped right back in. Queen of Wands, so that is the card that belonged there. Aries, Leo, Sag. It's the same card that was here for what you were challenged by. So the same thing that you find to be a challenge here, showing up here. Somebody feels abandoned, neglected, or rejected, and it leads to feelings of inadequacy, feeling like you have to beg, borrow, steal just to get some time with them. You don't feel attractive. It makes you question if they're attracted to you, especially when it comes to physical. Like maybe they're just, they get so zoned out on whatever they're working towards that they don't even think about it, I don't think. But we're going to get, if this dies, let me know in the comments how this resonated. Thank you all very much for sticking around. Like, share, subscribe to help my videos get out there. If you enjoyed this content and want to see more, of course. But we're going to get some clarifiers up there for the long-term potential of this connection. Alright, we have, oh, that's 2. Okay. I'm going to put this back because I don't know. Tell me about the long-term potential outcome, or potential. Long-term potential. A goal-oriented person. Told you. Alright, what else? Time to get out of a situation. Okay, they might feel like they always have to be on the move. They can never sit still. Tell me about Pale and Target. Tell me about Pale and Target. Okay, chair-filled, someone new entering your life. Handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. Okay, so that does come back to that Queen of Wands where I said there might be someone else. For some of you, that could be a confirmation that this person And I feel like that's for those people that are already together, or they've already split up. That there was someone else in the picture, whether for you or for them, it doesn't matter. I feel like somebody replaced the other because either they were traveling or because they felt neglected and rejected. For others of you, that could just be that, you know, maybe you do meet someone else, but it kind of you don't cheat per se, or they don't cheat per se, but it opens your eyes to the fact that you're unhappy. And it took meeting someone to awaken you to that, to open your eyes to that. Tell me about the probable outcome here between Aquarius and this person. What is the probable outcome? Sorry if this dies before I finish. Mountain road. You are on the road to success. Okay, so we do go from 5 to 6, so that is success. But it's just like it's only financial. Barking dog, advice from friend. Maybe a friend up here when the new person and the advice. You got a lot of advice cards. Maybe a friend tells you to leave, and that's why you choose, you know, a different way. I don't know. I'm not convinced that this person, whoever's given you the advice, if they're not like a licensed therapist, I don't know if you should follow their advice in this instance. But maybe you should, I don't know. But you are highly thought of. Yeah, see, it kind of goes in the face of what you think versus the reality. Like, they do think very highly of you. It's just that divide between the two of you that you can't seem to bridge. You can't seem to reach them because they seem to be on a whole other path, and they forget. They lose sight. And this is the thing that just grows and grows between you. Tell me one more about the probable outcome here. And I do see with that Queen and Page of Wands that maybe some of you do venture outside of the connection, or they do. That could be definitely a potential. Obstacles to overcome and teardrops. Great personal sorrow. So yeah, if we don't attack this problem, the mountain, it's the mountain road, but there's the mountain in between the two of you is the issue. And if we don't attack that, or we don't resolve it, the probable outcome here is that it will lead to heartbreak. We had that 3 of Swords. So your advice all throughout here is to seek advice, but you need to seek it from someone that knows what they're talking about and isn't just saying, you know, just quoting memes off the internet. They need to understand what makes you feel the way you feel, what makes them tick, you know, and how to address it properly without, you know, constantly assuming things. But otherwise, Aquarius, let me know in the comments. This is a very good match. You had the Lovers on the bottom I don't know how many times, so the potential here is vast. And I feel like this person is a good match. But I don't know if it's not for you because of where you're at, because I do feel like there's a difference in either age or maturity or in background. And that is where most of this comes from. Very different people. So this might just be a symptom of a greater cause. But otherwise, it's a very good person. It's not a bad reading. Even though the outcome seems not promising, I think it can definitely be fixed if done correctly. But anyways, Aquarius, that is your reading. I hope you guys have a great weekend, or excuse me, rest of the week. Thank you all for stopping by and or staying, and like, share, subscribe. I will talk to you guys soon. Hope you enjoyed, And yeah, have a good night or day whenever you see this.